Angie here, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this tutorial on how to make yourself an awesome owl woman. So I started this with my own prosthetic nose. Now this is made out of latex. I can let you guys know how to do that a little bit later on. So I apply this using some spirit glue. I just applied the spirit glue to my skin and to the prosthetic. Waited for it to go a little bit tacky and then applied it directly to my skin. Now if you're going to use spirit gum, I highly recommend using spirit gum remover as well. You will definitely need this. I thought I didn't and it was a mess, but you do. I then grabbed some liquid latex and I just try and sort of mend that seam into my skin by applying some more liquid latex on top of those edges. I'm waiting for that to dry. I've also got some scar wax. Let's ignore that. I tried using scar wax to create a sort of a deeper brow, but it didn't work. So we're going to totally ignore that right now. So apply foundation. I liked mixing my lighter shade with my darker shade. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation and I love this foundation. And now applying concealer. Now I apply this the same way that I would always apply this on my forehead underneath my eye. And I used my RCMA powder to set around my eye to stop the creasing. And then I used my Australis pressed powder to set everything else. Contouring. So I'm only going to contour like pretty much that one cheekbone. I'm not contouring the other side because it's going to be totally covered in feathers. So I just contour like normal and then I went on to do my brows. And next, using my Benefit Cheek Parade palette, you'll know that I love this palette so much. Using the shade Dandelion, I like this shade because it's just like a really nice pale pink. And then for my highlighter, I used Champagne Pop. And of course, only doing one side of my face. And going on to my one eye now, I used my primer and my Tadius Pro. I use the Tadius Pro because it's just a really nice, there's a huge range of mattes, like it's just a really nice matte palette. And I wanted to keep this eye really quite simple, a little bit smoky, but really simple. So I'm just using some really neutral shades to create that crease. You could do anything with this eye though, actually. Like you could do whatever you wanted. You wouldn't have to keep it simple. You could add to this and make it really over the top, but I just really did want to keep it quite simple. And now taking the darkest brown, oh not the darkest brown, the second darkest brown, and I just pop this on my last, I always stuff this up, my last outer third. Yeah, that's what it is. I always muck this up. And smoking that out down the bottom as well, so it's a little bit smoky. Now taking my Dipbrow, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in Auburn. I use this and I paint this on my skin, so I'm pretty much using it like a body paint because I don't actually have any body paints in this shade, and I thought that these would actually work just equally as well. So I go and apply this with just a normal sponge all over my eye area, right down sort of through my cheekbone area as well. And it took quite a few layers to get a really nice coverage with this. So if you're using body paint would be a lot easier to get that coverage. And then taking the black gel liner from Juvia's Place, I then go and pop this and start painting out my nose. And sitting in that gel, I use a matte black eyeshadow. And now I just take a white eyeshadow pencil just to add some definition to the nose. And that is white eyeliner to create that sort of ridge of the nose. So now I'm taking various shades of browns and blacks and whites and taupes. Now these are pretty much, most of them I used eyebrow colors for this, but you know, you can, like I said, you can use body paints that might work a little bit better, but I just like to use whatever I've got on hand. So I just use a eyeliner brush and I just use the slanted side just to add these little dashes to make it kind of look a little bit feathery. So now with the spirit gum, I put a little bit of the spirit gum down and I just start gluing all these feathers to my face. Now it was quite time consuming, but it was really effective and I liked that it wasn't a mask. So after that I apply my liquid eyeliner, mascara and eyelash on that side of the eye, and that's that eye done, and that's my eyes done. And then I apply some lipstick, and that's the completed look. It's actually really quite easy, a little bit time consuming with the feathers, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, you guys will be seeing my face in the next one.